Value alone does not make great content. You could write a great piece about how to identify the different kinds of birds that exist, but really, how many people are into birds? Winning on LinkedIn is a numbers game. He's one of the biggest personal brands on the planet and he's posting 9 to 10 times a day. With AI, just about any bloke can create countless pieces of content. Value has dropped dramatically. I got over 70,000 impressions on a post on LinkedIn and it keeps going up. But here is the shocker. I have less than 1,000 connections and less than 2,000 followers. Yet LinkedIn algorithm pushed this post to more than 70,000 people. The question is, how did this single post get this much impression? And can it be duplicated? This is what I discuss in this video. How to create posts on LinkedIn that connect to tens of thousands of viewers. So the first question, was this a fluke? Is this a one-time thing? Of course not. I knew this would happen approximately a month ago when I began pushing my content on LinkedIn. My entire activity on LinkedIn is not a trial and error thing. It is built on a structure. The structure I build and improve consistently from researching the biggest personal brands on LinkedIn. I knew all I had to do was be patient. So what is this system? Let us dive in. But before we go in, if you find value in what I share, subscribe. It genuinely helps. Now let us get into it. First, winning on LinkedIn is a numbers game. I did a research on Gary Vee to see how often he posts on his social media. I was blown away. On LinkedIn, I found that he posted between 9 to 10 times every day. He's one of the biggest personal brands on the planet and he's posting 9 to 10 times a day. That is not a coincidence. The suggestion from experts on how much you should post on LinkedIn is usually 2 or 3 times a week. So I had two choices: follow the experts or follow what works. So I began to post heavily. You see, the more you post across your interests and several others, you are bound to drop a post that will do amazing numbers. And that was what happened. So step one, post compulsively. Now, LinkedIn is a value-oriented platform. It is literally the ecosystem. Everyone is positioning themselves via their content to be maestros, to cut the right audience, a new boss, a business partner, or investor. Unfortunately, with AI, just about any bloke can create countless pieces of content. Value has dropped dramatically. Only a select few actually do research, study, and put in their all to create deeply valuable content. I knew to stand out, I had to be part of that view. To stand out, I needed to truly give immense value. And I must say, this particular article I wrote is deep, really deep, with layers of valuable insight. And that is step two, write valuable content. But value alone does not make great content. You could write a great piece about how to identify the different kinds of birds that exist, but really, how many people are into birds? So beyond just value, you must write on things that people are really interested in. Trust me, this is not a niche thing. No matter your niche, there is always an aspect that most people find or will find interesting. Interesting means there are a whole lot of people interested in what you write. Are people eager to know exactly that valuable piece of writing you are talking about? And how many are they? The more, the better. I wrote on why I believed Stephen Bartlett's Diary of a CEO rose to be one of the biggest podcasts in the world. Apparently, a whole lot of people are interested in this, and this was evident by the level of engagement in the posts. Even Stephen Bartlett commented with a handful frantic to remind all of us that Stephen was a con. So, step 3, write on interesting subjects. If you go through LinkedIn, you will notice there is a common structure most creators use. Not all, but most. Everything here is animated moment. So you have the hook followed by some sort of introduction, then the meat, then a CTA. Each section is written in one short sentence and then spaced. The reason for this is so the audience can easily read and digest articles quickly. And it works. It truly does. The problem is you cannot write a comprehensive article that way. You cannot fit in really deep, valuable insights inside a summarized sentence by sentence post. Unfortunately, everybody is writing for kindergarten level readers. But this specific article I wrote was different. It was slightly bulky, quite long, and made use of multiple sentences per paragraph, which meant it was extremely valuable and interesting. This was not a summary, and I did not want to post it. But alas, it worked. It actually did. I was bamboozled. This was an eye opener. Because here's the truth: the best structure is not the abbreviated sentence by sentence format, it is not the templated post style most people are copying today. The best structure is simply the one that allows you to give your best value, whatever form that takes. As long as what you're writing is valuable and interesting, the readers could care less how you wrote it as long as it is well structured. And that is step 4. And there you go. 4 steps to writing LinkedIn posts that actually reach people. Now, go subscribe.